What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Silver Stallion here. Thank you so much once again for joining me here today. Now, today we're going to be talking about a topic that I know each and every one of you knew was coming eventually, because my name is Silver Stallion, and so you knew it was coming. You felt it in your bones. And so today we are going to be talking about the role of silver in the Wild West. I'm curious, what do you guys think about when you think about the Wild West? Any particular person, any particular movie? For me, I think about the American dream. I think about people, betting everything, gambling everything for a chance at the American dream. People betting their life savings, their horses, their knives, their wives, whatever they could, just to get ahead. And I do love the Wild West. I'll talk about some of my favorite movies here coming up. But let's just go ahead and jump into it. So again, today we will uncover the fun history in the Wild West, from the clickety-clank of cowboy spurs to bustling silver mines. Silver was more than just a precious metal back then. It was a catalyst for change, fortune, and adventure. So grab your saddlebags, your poker cards, your whiskey, your cowboy hats, whatever else you might have to honor the Wild West, and let's talk about the good old days. And so our story begins in the 19th century, when the discovery of silver in places like Nevada and California set off a frenzy of activity. And in 1859, the Comstock lode was found, yielding an estimate of $400 million worth of silver. This wasn't just a lucky strike, it was the beginning of a silver rush that rivaled the gold rush, believe it or not. Unlike the gold rush, which attracted a diverse crowd of fortune seekers, the silver rush was marked by an influx of miners, entrepreneurs, and dreamers, all eager to stake their claim. Life in the mining camps was tough, but the promise of wealth kept the spirit alive. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Comstock lode, it was a lode of silver ore located under the eastern slope of Mount Davidson, a peak in the Virginia Range in Virginia City, Nevada, which was the first major discovery of silver ore in the United States, and it was named after the miner Henry Comstock. And so as silver mines sprang up, entire towns were built just overnight. Places like Virginia City became hubs of major activity. With the mines producing silver at a crazy fast speed, demand for goods and services soared. Merchants flocked to these towns, setting up shops that sold everything from mining supplies to whiskey. The saloon became the heart of social life, where tales of fortune were swapped over drinks, and the dream of wealth were born. Silver didn't just change the landscape, it transformed the economy of the West. As silver production soared, so did its value on the market. It became basically the backbone of many local economies, funding of railroads, schools, and infrastructures. The growth of the railroads was particularly important as they connected these remote mining towns to larger markets. Silver was shipped across the country, and it was fueling the Industrial Revolution and the rise of cities. Silver also left an undeniable mark on culture. It inspired countless stories, songs, and legends. The Wild West was romanticized in literature, film, and silver miners often portrayed as rugged heroes battling the elements and each other for their fortunes. I mean, who can forget the iconic silver rush scenes where miners risk it all for a chance at wealth, right? These tales captured the imagination and became a part of American folklore. It's funny, I recently was trying to have one of my employees watch Tombstone, which is one of my favorite Wild West movies. And I asked them what they thought about it after. And funny enough, they said that the acting in that movie was horrific. That was their reply. They said it was a horrific acting, everybody. And I'm like, that's kind of funny because everyone in that movie is basically an Academy Award-winning actor, but they felt like everyone sucked in that movie. But like I said, one of my favorite movies. Curious which ones are yours. But it wasn't all gold and silver. The mining life was full of danger and risk. Miners faced dangerous conditions, from cave-ins to toxic exposures. And additionally, the influx of people led to conflicts over land and resources, particularly the Native American tribes. And while silver brought prosperity to some, it often came at a great cost. The balance between progress and the rights of indigenous people was a constant struggle. This complexity is essential to understand the true impact of the Wild West. And of course, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. By the 20th century, losing all my chips here, or coins, I should say. And as the 20th century approached, the silver boom began to wane. New mining techniques and discoveries of larger gold deposits shifted, and many silver towns became ghost towns. Their vibrant life fading into memory, yet the legacy of silver remains. The stories, the towns, and the spirit of adventure continues to capture our imaginations even to this day. And losing more coins, but that's pretty much all I have for you guys here today. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have any particular, favorite movies. Like I said, favorite icons. I know Clint Eastwood was a big one. Never really got into his movies, but I'm curious what you guys got into. So thank you once again for joining me here today. As always, I'm Silver Stallion, here to remind you, don't get caught slacking, keep on stacking. Silver Stallion out. Peace.